I need your ID, please, so I can write you a summons.
You will be willing to write me a summons?
Yes.
Outstanding.
I need your ID also, please, sir. Okay, I'm gonna place you under arrest then.
You're not placing me under arrest.
Come here.
You have no right to ask.
Come here. All right. Taser. Got it. Go.
In the incident, a single police officer approached a protester who was presumably participating in a demonstration or gathering. The officer initiated contact with the protester and specifically asked them to provide their identification. The purpose behind this request was to issue a legal notice, commonly known as a summons. In the unfolding incident, a second police officer joined the scene where the initial officer was interacting with the protester.
On public property, what the f is wrong with you?
When he's in front of the business, yelling f everybody.
You see this sign? It says freedom of speech. You want to know why? Because cops like you keep...
He refused to give me his ID, which he's required to do.
For what?
The second officer decided to employ a taser, a non-lethal weapon that delivers an electric shock as a means of subduing or controlling the protester. However, before the second officer could use the taser on the protester ran away. The veteran officer engaged in a conversation with the officer who wanted to use the taser, informing them that the protester had not committed trespassing, challenging the actions of the rogue cop. It was alleged that the officers tampered with the footage from their body cameras, potentially erasing audio recordings. This practice of disabling or manipulating body cameras has been a long-standing issue with some police officers seeking to avoid accountability. The cop involved in the incident has a troubling history with 5 civilian complaints against him. One of the complaints accused him of using excessive force on a man experiencing a diabetic shock, while another involved excessive force on a veteran with PTSD who tragically died shortly after the violent arrest. Despite these complaints, the officer has received continued support from the police unions and fellow officers, raising questions about why his actions are defended and his tenure as a cop is supported. Now let's move to another video. In the incident captured on video, Aramis Ayala, the first black state attorney elected in Florida, was pulled over by Orlando police officers.
What agency you with?
I'm the state attorney.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Your tag didn't come back. Never seen that before. I'm sorry? Yeah. We're good now.
So it was...
We ran the tag. I've never seen it before. A Florida tag. It's never come back to anything before. So that's the reason for this.
The officer stated that they initiated the stop because Ayala's license plate did not yield any information and because her car had a dark window tint.
What was the tag run for?
Oh, we run tags all the time, whether it's the traffic lights and that sort of stuff. That's how we figure out if, cars are stolen and that sort of thing. Also, the windows were really dark. I don't have a tint measurer, but...
Upon being stopped, Ayala questioned the officers about the reason for pulling her over. The officers responded by explaining they regularly run license plate tags to check for stolen vehicles and other violations. They also mentioned that the dark window tint was another reason for the stop.
What's your employee number? 157. Ready? There you are.
The incident gained national attention and sparked outrage, with some individuals alleged racial profiling. Ayala, in a statement, emphasized that she had not violated any laws and her license plate was properly registered. She also pointed out that the window tint was not in violation of Florida law. Now, let's move to another video.
So I'm in Beverly Hills right now and I'm getting searched for shopping at the store I work for and just being black.
So Leal Benberry, the VP of Versace Footwear, was shopping in Beverly Hills, California when he was stopped and searched by police officers.
You're making it completely different.
Yeah, I mean, guys,
you're making it completely
so
different.
So you checked my ID. What's going on? Do I have anything on my record?
No, you're good to go. Sure.
I'm good to go. That's what I thought. I've just been GPSing and trying to figure out where I'm going.
Okay, do you have any ID on you by chance, man? Without reaching into your pockets, you don't have any weapons or anything, right?
I don't. I'm like super nervous.
I'm just gonna check to make sure you don't have any weapons if you don't mind, okay? Face that way real quick. Put your hands behind your back, palms together like you're praying. Awesome, thank you. Spread your feet. Cool, man. Don't want to mess up those shoes. Those are pretty nice. You said I can search you, right?
You do whatever.
Cool, man.
This is embarrassing, to be frank.
Well, what we like to do, like when we stop someone, we just, to make sure you don't have any weapons or anything, we just like to...
feels a little excessive. What's unfortunate is, like, I literally designed the shoes that are in this bag, and I'm being, like, searched for. Really? Yeah, I do.
That's why I'm not, that's why, like I said, man, you're not in handcuffs or anything. I'm just talking to you right now, okay?
I do, but I'm just walking down the street. That's a little ridiculous.
Ben Berry expresses frustration and questioned the necessity of the search, stating that being black was likely the reason for his treatment.
Just want to run in real quick, partner, make sure everything checks out.
I have to record this because I just don't feel comfortable with that.
Well, just because right now you are being detained, just because we're talking to you,
okay.
And we don't know, not saying that you would do this, but people have called and they have friends come and then it comes an officer safety
I'm literally
issue.
just going to record right now. That's all I'm doing. You see it's recording, and that's all I'm doing because I feel, you hear it in my voice, I'm uncomfortable, I'm nervous. You understand the climate that we're in?
No, I understand. Is there anything I can do to make you feel more comfortable?
Not
Like you're not in handcuffs or anything,
not
right?
Not really. Like, your boys are pulling up, I'm uncomfortable. I'm not making any, like fast movements, but this is uncomfortable for me. Huh?
Are we making any comments?
No, but this is uncomfortable for me. I just want to get to my car, so I'm just going to hit record for you.
Yeah, hey, whatever you want to do, sir. But
okay.
Like I said, you understand why we stopped you, correct? And you admitted to jaywalking?
So I'm in Beverly Hills right now.
So you can't jaywalk, correct? You
understood, yeah. Yeah, can I have my stuff back, please?
But you see how you just switched that complete narrative?
Nah.
You were talking to us saying,
I know how you guys saw it. Am I good to go?
Yeah, you're good.
All right, you guys have a good day.
Next time, don't change the narrative like that, though.
He mentioned a previous incident of being stopped for jaywalking, indicating that such experiences were not isolated for him. Ben Berry recorded the encounter, expressing his discomfort and emphasizing that he was simply walking down the street. Donatella Versace, the sister of Versace's founder, reposted the video on her Instagram, expressing her outrage at the incident and condemning the behavior of the officers as unacceptable. And now it's time to move to another and the last of today's videos. In the midst of a routine traffic stop, Lieutenant Trujillo issued a stern command to Mr. Espinosa, instructing him to vacate the scene. The officer went a step further, issuing a veiled threat of charging Mr. Espinosa should he choose not to comply. Curiously, the specific crime with which Mr. Espinosa would be charged remained unspecified. Within the confines of the law, individuals generally possess the right to observe a traffic stop as long as they adhere to parking regulations.
Do you need to be behind this traffic stop?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
It's my son right there. He was following me to court.
Okay, he's on a traffic stop, though. You don't need to be behind it.
Well, you gotta be mean.
Oh, I'm not being mean. We just don't like when people pull in behind us.
I don't like when they pull my son over for nothing for following.
That's what we get paid to do, to pull people over.
But you don't get paid to be.
But you don't either, okay? I don't gotta put up with your. Okay, I asked you a simple question, okay?
Hold on, man.
In fact, you need to leave now or you're going to get charged. It's that easy. I'm recording too. I asked you a simple question. If you have attitude, that's your problem. Okay?
You're on my door.
Yeah, you saw me and you rolled your window up when I came. Hold on a second.
Avoid disrupting the flow of traffic and refrain from obstructing law enforcement officers. It was during the initial interaction with Lieutenant Trujillo that Mr. Espinosa was noticed to repeatedly press the screen of a cell phone. According to a police statement, Mr. Espinosa had claimed to be recording the incident, although the actual moment of initiation, whether it occurred upon the officer's approach or earlier, remained unclear based on the camera footage.
Okay? No. You rolled your window up when I walked up, okay? So I knocked on your window, okay? You are not a cop. You don't need to be behind me, okay? So you need to leave right now.
I don't need to do anything.
You got 5 seconds to leave, okay? There's no reason for you to be behind this traffic stop. No reason, okay? No reason, okay?
It's not a public street.
No reason.
Do I not pay taxes?
Okay, do you always stop behind cops when they pull people over?
I ain't stopped right behind him.
Okay, you don't need to be here. You don't need to be here, okay? You need to go.
No, I don't. I'm waiting on my son.
All right,
He's
fine.
right back.
In this scenario, a court could potentially assess Mr. Espinosa's actions to ascertain whether they amounted to obstruction and if his refusal to leave the traffic stop constituted a violation of the law. It is plausible for the court to find that Mr. Espinosa's mere refusal to leave might not be adequate to support an obstruction conviction, as it appears he did not physically impede, impair, or hinder the ongoing traffic stop. His actions instead could be interpreted as an exercise of his First Amendment rights, with the intention of filming law enforcement activities.
Okay, you don't need to be here.
You don't need to be here,
okay? You need to go.
No, I don't. I'm waiting on my son. He's my ride back to Wilson.
Leave.
Now we can stay. Hey, stop the car. Get the car. Get out the car. What are you gonna do? You gonna SD4, give me the radio. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car. Stop it now. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car. Stop it now. Get out the car. Get out of the car.
Now! What the hell do you think you're doing?
I ain't doing anything.
Okay. Now you're on a traffic stop and you're trying to drive away?
Get out the car. Call state. Get out the
Patrol
car.
has nothing to do with anything. Okay, they don't have jurisdiction over it.
On the other hand, it is also plausible that the court could determine Mr. Espinosa to have violated the obstruction statute by willfully disregarding Lieutenant Trujillo's explicit order to leave the traffic stop. Such a determination might hinge on the interpretation of the law and the specific circumstances surrounding the incident.
Get out of the car now! No!
I got my truck.
I don't give a clear the park!
I just did, pal.
Seatbelt is off.
Don't pull away from me.
I'm not.
You're gonna get lit up.
I'm not.
Okay, you're gonna get
You're
lit up.
breaking my arm, man. Hold on, I'm gonna get out.
Get out the car.
I'm complying.
Get out the car.
Continue, hold on. Then you guys
Get out.
hold on.
Now.
I'm in now. I'm not.
You're under arrest.
I'm not.
Get out. Turn around and face the truck. You're under arrest.
Okay, guys.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
The deputies on the scene issued a command to Mr. Espinosa directing him to leave the area. However, as he began to pull away in his truck, the deputies responded by aiming their tasers at him and raising their voices, loudly ordering him to exit the vehicle. In response to the deputies' actions, Mr. Espinosa promptly stopped his truck and pulled over to the side of the road, complying with their subsequent instructions.
Hands behind your back.
I'm going.
Put your hands.
I'm going peacefully, fella.
Get back. Get back.
Hey, he's recording this case.
That's fine. He can record all he wants.
This is case, guys. You guys.
You do what you're told, all right? You think it's okay just to roll up a traffic stop?
No,
and not do what you're told? Now you go to jail.
That's all right. I'm a
Turn around and face the truck.
I'm already cuffed, man. You guys aren't listening. If you listen, you want to get manhandled.
Now let's
Don't
go.
move.
Let's go.
That's great. You need to stay around.
Get in the car. Get in the car.
Get in when you.
During the course of the incident, Mr. Espinosa made a startling revelation that he had been subjected to a taser while the deputies were in the process of placing him in the back seat of the patrol vehicle. This specific instance was not evident in the body camera footage captured during the encounter.
Get a taser. Get in the car. Get a damn.
You have your wallet on you?
Don't do that, man.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna pat search you. Now get out.
I got my wallet.
Get out now. Get out now. This is how it's gonna work. Okay? You're gonna do what you're told to do, and that's it.
Stand up.
Come on, guys. This is excessive. Come on, man.
Well, quit acting like an idiot.
I ain't acting like nothing. I got a taser piece in my lip. You guys shot me right in the face.
Mr. Espinosa reveals that he was tased while the deputies were putting him in the backseat of the patrol vehicle. And although it is not apparent in the body camera footage, Mr. Espinosa alleged in his lawsuit that he was also tased.
Additionally, Mr. Espinosa included in his lawsuit an allegation that he was tased yet again while attempting to put his own vehicle in park, following the officer's directive to halt his movements.
Get out the car. Stop the car. Stop the car. He runs it while I'm holding on to the car. So I had him at gunpoint. Then he puts the car in reverse, backs up almost hits the car while I'm still holding on to the car. And we tried getting him out of the car, and he had the car in drive, and he accelerated, but it didn't go nowhere.
We tried to get him out, and he was refusing, and then when we tried to put him in, he was refusing. So I tased him, and then I tried to get him out to pat search him and get his wallet because he wouldn't tell me anything. And then that's when you rolled up.
Okay.
I'm going to get him over to the jail.
Okay.
In this situation, it is alleged that Lieutenant Trujillo and Deputy Knoll blatantly misused the authority vested in them and exploited the tasers provided for their protection to deliberately cause harm to an individual. The claim suggests that instead of employing the tasers as tools to ensure safety and maintain control during the encounter, they used them to inflict pain on Mr. Espinosa.